trying to be great, and I'm on my way, way up, way up, way up. It's never too late, and I'm on my way.
I'ma leave my mark, ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set.
With so much negativity being yielded at the youth of our nation, it seems hard to find any signs of a bright future. Coming from a legendary past, the new generation of Bahamians seek to take this nation to heights it's never seen. That's where the youth perspective comes in. We seek to display tomorrow's leaders in every facet of society. Each show will focus on today's pace-setters, trendsetters, movers and shakers, and the next generation of great, impactful Bahamians. We seek to uplift, motivate, and encourage our listeners. Tune in as we address issues of importance with wisdom and intelligence, all from the youth perspective.
Making lists, buying special gifts, taking time to be kind to one and all. It's that time of year when good friends are dear, and you wish you could give more than just presents from a store. Why don't you give a love on Christmas Day? Even the man who has everything would be so happy if you would bring, give a love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. Da-da-da-da. Oh yeah. Dee-dum-dee-dum. People you don't know smile and nod hello every time there's an air of Christmas joy. It's that once a year when the world's sincere, and you like to find a way to show your friends that words can say. Why don't you give a love on Christmas Day? The man on the street, the couple upstairs, want you to know there's someone who cares. Give a love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. Why don't you give a love on Christmas Day? The man on the street, the couple upstairs, want you to know there's someone who cares. Give a love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. What the world needs is love. Yes, the world needs your love. Why don't you give a love on Christmas Day? Every little child on Santa's knee has room for your love underneath their tree. Give a love on Christmas Day. No greater gift is there than love. What the world needs is love. Yes, the world needs your love. Why don't you give a love on Christmas Day? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every Susie Q needs love from someone just as much as you.
we're back. Welcome to another edition of The Youth Perspective with yours truly, Keshagen Jamal. We thank you so much for locking it in. Thanks so much for tuning in. You're locked in to 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, the national voice of the Bahamas, and Inspiration, 107.9 FM, where it's all gospel all the time, ladies and gentlemen. And we bring you the show each and every Saturday evening, ladies and gentlemen, of every month, of every week of the year. And we are drawing to the end of 2023. We thank you so much for hanging out with us for the entire year. And guess what? We do this again next year, ladies and gentlemen, as the Lord would allow. And we're going to invite these wonderful guests to join us again in 2024, and we could do this again. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to the show this evening, if you're locked in and listening in, we have members from the dynamic Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM, ladies and gentlemen. And we have the president joining us, Makiba Ford. She is the president of Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM. We have director Nikita Bolag, and we have president-elect Randall Dorset. Good evening to you all. Welcome to the Youth Perspective.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
It's so great to have you all here, and I'm so excited about our conversation. There's a lot of things that Kiwanis is doing, particularly Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM. But before we get into all the wonderful things that your club is doing, let's talk about Kiwanis on the whole. What is Kiwanis, and what does Kiwanis do for those listening in?
Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child, one community at a time. So our motto is actually serving the children of the world. So children are our priority, but we do take care of the elderly and the community at large as well.
Extremely powerful. And it's such a great organization to be a part of, such a great organization to join, particularly if you love service as well, being able to serve the community.
It is. And we have aspects that start as early as primary school. Mm-hmm. So you can actually get involved as a youth. Mm-hmm. And you can learn the ways of Kiwanis and grow up with the ways of Kiwanis, so that when you become an adult yourself and you start contributing to the community, you have a better sense of what is needed, what's necessary, and you can then instill the same ideals into future generations. Yeah,
I love it. As a former Key Club district governor and a member of Circle K. Yeah, at the College of the Bahamas. I always love when I get to have members of Kiwanis on. Now, let's switch gears. Let's talk about what is the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM doing in your particular part of the island, and what you have coming up on your calendar of events.
Well, we have been doing a lot. Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving has just gone, and we are now in the spirit of Christmas. So we just had a major canned goods drive where we distributed a large number of parcels to pantries at the Pilgrim Baptist Temple, at the Purses Rogers Home, and at Pat Senior Citizens Home. We're also in schools. We're in Palmdale Primary School every other Wednesday, serving a hot breakfast to the students because, they're not on the hot meals program as yet, sponsored by the government. And we're really just trying to make Nassau particularly a better place.
I love it. And tell me, what goes into being a Kiwanis member? I know that there's a lot of events as we hear and we talk about what kind of heart, what kind of commitment you need to have to be a part of Kiwanis.
You just need to be willing to give. And not necessarily monetarily, because everyone doesn't have money, but everyone has time, everyone has talents. And some people do have money. So you just need to be willing to see the world as is, and to see that there are, even if you are struggling, there are people that have it worse than you. And so any little thing that you have, if you can give, we just need you to have a heart for service and to have that mindset. Also, we need you to be an upstanding citizen. We're dealing with children, so you have to have a clean police record, obviously. And you need to be able to pay your dues.
Indeed. And I know a lot of persons listening in around town are very excited about the work that your club is doing, and Kiwanis Club on the whole. Tell us, what other events, what other initiatives you have on the schedule coming up?
Well, it's Christmas time now, so we're just getting out of our Feed the Family, which is our signature project. So with this project, we try to feed less fortunate families. So this year we took on 60 plus less fortunate families. where you may not necessarily have the funds to provide a Christmas present for your children or to stock your house with the trimmings like ham and turkey, etc. And we know that this is a very depressing time for a lot of community members because this is a time for family and being together. And if you've lost a loved one recently or you're out of work or something, you don't feel like celebrating. So what we do is we put together food parcels that also contain toiletries and just necessary items. And we try to provide enough to take you through the entire month of from the Christmas season into the entire month of January. So the parcels contain meat vouchers, so you can go to stores, budget, etc., and get your meats to cook, your fresh meats. And then it has dry goods like peanut butter, grits, bread, cereal, tuna, corned beef, noodles, sugar,
Quaker soap.
tea, right, Quaker's Oats, just regular staples. So even if you don't have ham and turkey, you can still put a good hot meal on the table for your family throughout the entire month of December and into January.
That's incredible. And was it just the Kiwanis members themselves coming together, chipping in to make this happen? Were there corporate sponsors? How did you get this done?
So I will let Director Nikita speak to the sponsorship portion, as she's been working very hard in the background to get funds, because as you, Keshagen, are aware, but the community may not necessarily be, we are all self-funded. We have fundraisers in order to put these programs on. We don't have dedicated sponsorship. So if we get sponsors, that's because we go out and we seek those sponsorships. So she'll speak more to that. But the Feed the Family program actually started December at Christmas Day 2012 under the leadership of DLG Barry Wilmot. He was the president at the time. And basically the thing that we said, where it's a depressing time and a lot of people just don't have it, he saw the need in the community and decided, you know what, I want us to feed our families within the community. So on Christmas Day, we started serving hot meals, ham, turkey, macaroni, peas and rice, potato salad, a nice cold drink, a nice slice of cake to go with it afterwards. So we did that every year, every Christmas Day from 2012. And then in 2016, under the leadership of past President Michael Culmer, we decided to expand it a little more so that people can actually have food that lasts past Christmas Day. So that's how we got onto the Feed the Family with the care packages. And now we have actually added the hot meals portion again, called the Spirit of Christmas. We added that last year under the leadership of immediate past President Marcel Gibson, where on Boxing Day, we go to First Baptist and we feed a minimum of 300 people hot meals. We get them the Christmas meal, the ham, the turkey, all of the trimmings. And we provide entertainment and music for the adults and the children, and we give each child out there a gift.
Extremely important work is being done, because it's so important that we as a generation now are giving back to the community. We're giving back to those who find themselves in different circumstance. All right. Not everybody has it. And so it's always great when we as individuals and organizations can be able to give back in such an important way. And so if persons want to continue to be able to help your club with raising funds and your next initiatives, as we're going to talk more about the next one that's coming up, how can they do so?
Well, like I said, I will allow Director Nikita to speak to sponsorship, but we also have an account that you can deposit funds to. And I'm just pulling up that account information right now.
Sure.
So Director Nikita, you can go ahead.
Good evening, and thank you once again for having us on your show to spread awareness of the great work that not only Kiwanis International, but specifically the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM is doing, not only throughout the island, but throughout communities throughout the island. So again, thank you for having us. So to date, I can confirm that we want to thank Monique Forbes from Commonwealth Bank. Every year for the past 4 years, they have partnered with us, whichever branch that she is to, and she has brought her staff on to support our club with the Feed the Family initiative. This year, we can say thank you to Island Lock, who has come on board, Ashore Win, Bahamas Air. We have Symphony Financial, where the CEO is Jerome Gomez. We can say thank you to ATOS because they are going to actually be feeding or sponsoring the volunteers of the morning to with breakfast for Feed the Family. So we say thank you to them. We want to also say thank you to Coca-Cola, who has come on board and sponsored us as well. So those are just some of the corporate sponsors that has come on board in supporting this great initiative that we have and other community endeavors that we have coming up in the future. So we say thank you to them. So some of the initiatives that we have done so far in the month of October, we partnered with the Cancer Society, just to give you a brief synopsis of what we have been doing so far.
Sure.
We partnered with the Cancer Society with their bingo night. They had a bingo night at Breezes Hotel in the month of October. We partnered with Bahamas National Trust for their Art and Wine Festival. As the president would have stated, we also had the can drive that was done internally within the club, where we donated over 1,300 items to the Pilgrim Baptist Church, Percy's Rogers Home, and Pat Senior Citizens Home. So we last week, Saturday, we were out and we were ringing the bell with the Salvation Army. So those are things that our club, that we do to support our communities. We have the blessing boxes that we have at First Baptist Church. So the blessing boxes was an initiative also that started under IPP Marcel, where we have we go and we put food parcels in those boxes. We fill those boxes with food parcels, and anyone in the community can go and access them at their leisure. So if anyone out there want to support their community as well and want to help out, they can go and they can just open the boxes and just put the food parcels in, and the people of the community can go and take it at their leisure. So those are just some of the things that we have. And we have some great initiatives going forward for 2024 that we would love to have corporate sponsors on board with. So if you can please reach out to our president in coming on board with our great club in supporting us in initiatives. One of the initiatives, again, that we have coming up in the month of April is our Eggster, not Easter. It's the Eggster hunt that's going to happen in the Grove as well, where we're going to be giving out Easter baskets. We're going to have an Easter egg hunt and have a day of game and fun with the children. So we would love to have all of our corporate sponsors come on board and support our great club in all of the initiatives that we have. And if you have any questions of other initiatives that you can come on board with, you can just give either of us a call.
Totally incredible. And what I love is that the events are so diverse in nature. All right. It's not just the kind of cookie cutter events. You really can hear the creativity. You can really see the effort that's being put into making sure that you have very diverse and intriguing events. I'm sure for the membership to be a part of, and I'm sure they're really excited to partner with you and continue to work in this particular area to bring these events together.
I would agree, especially when we have members such as our very dynamic himself, President-elect Randall Dorsett. Randall Dorsett really keeps the fire burning underneath our feet. He inspires us. In fact, I would just let him speak, because just to hear Randall speak, you want to become a member.
Okay. Randall-elect, President-elect, Dorsett, how are you doing this evening?
I am awesome. How are you?
Doing well.
Great.
Welcome to the Youth Perspective. Tell us about your
Definitely.
Right. Tell us about your work and what you're looking forward to bring to Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM as the incoming president.
Well, definitely is only to continue the legacy of our distinguished past presidents and our soon-to-be distinguished past president, Kiva Ford. And so we are looking with eager anticipation to just expanding and just taking Kiwanis and the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM to a whole new level. We want to definitely maintain the objectives of Kiwanis International, which we are governed by. So there are five principal objectives that we usually focus on. So to encompass, they are to give, to encourage, to promote, to develop, to provide, and then to cooperate. So each of those five objectives or objects have a different meaning. And so it touches each of us or one of us in such a way that we yuck onto one of those and we want to definitely give of ourselves to those who are less privileged and those who are most in need. Definitely.
And how long have you been a part of Kiwanis on the whole?
I'm a new baby.
A new baby,
I've
okay.
been in about 5 or 6 years and I love it. I love
Okay.
it. I love it because it makes you feel alive. Once you do things that you love,
Yeah.
once you give to people and you enjoy giving, my grandmother always told me, she said, once you always have your hands open, no matter what happens, you will always receive. So that means once you're giving, you will never have room where you will need. And that's a principle I think that we live by and we should all live by in order to, in order to be better citizens,
I agree. I agree with you. And what would you say to persons right now? They're listening to you. They're loving the initiatives. They're loving the events. And they're saying, you know what? I want to be a part of that. Or at least I want to come out to maybe one of the meetings. I want to find out more information. How can they do so?
Absolutely. So we meet every single Monday. We're about to close for Christmas.
Okay.
But we meet every single Monday at the Red Cross at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. sharp. We start at 7. Come on down. Come on down. Bring your ideas. Bring your spirit. Bring the spirit of giving. Bring a spirit of togetherness, oneness. And definitely, we are open to persons who want to contribute. We are open to persons who want to give of themselves.
Yeah.
And we want you to come. Come on down. Come on down.
Indeed. Indeed. Now, what we're going
You
to
can also
go ahead.
follow us online. We have social media as well. So you can follow us on Facebook, the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM, on Instagram and TikTok, also under the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM.
Oh, y'all on TikTok too? Okay.
We sure are.
I got to follow you on
We have
that.
to reach all aspects of the community.
Yes. I do love it. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to give you opportunity for everybody to give their closing comments. But before that, is there any other event that you want to plug, any other initiative that you want to plug before we get ready to go around the room and get everybody's kind of closing comments, well wishes, all that good stuff? Anything we forgot to mention here?
Every other Wednesday, we feed a hot meal to the Palmdale Primary School.
Okay.
So if you would like to be a part of that, you want to contribute to that, we are accepting of anything. We need grits, we need salt, we need plates, we need cups, we need fruits, we need water, whatever it is that you can provide. We are also about to launch a project called Ready, Set, Read, where we want to promote literacy, and critical thinking within our youth. So we're going to start a massive book drive, especially educational books if you have them. So we're going to launch that within the next year.
Okay. All right. So it sounds very exciting. And as I said at the top of the show, we encourage you to come back in 2024. We would love to have another conversation with you to continue the conversation, letting persons know about the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM and the wonderful things that you are doing. Now, before we get ready to wrap up, we want to take some time to go around the room. I don't know who wants to start, but we can get your closing comments and get ready to wrap up the show.
Okay, so I can start. Again, we are a service organization. We are committed to service. So we're welcoming everybody that has a heart for service, who would love to be a part of our club, to please come out and visit our meetings to see if this is the club for you, or if you want to come on board and partner with us with any of our great initiatives that we have coming forth. Please, we would love to have your support. We would love for you to partner with us. We would love for you to sponsor us. We're out there and we're doing great things. We're a great service organization. We're a reputable organization. So we just want to say thank you. We want to welcome you already. And we want to just say thank you for coming on board and partnering with us.
Hey, Randall?
Yes, definitely. Thank you again for having us. Definitely, the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM is a staple in the community. It's a staple in the country. When you hear Kiwanis, in most cases, the first club you hear is the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM. And that is not a braggadocious statement. That's a statement because we work hard. We take our service seriously. We don't half step. We give 199% of ourselves. We give 199% of our resources, of our time, of our talent. And so God blesses us so that we can bless others. So in closing, I want to say, come and be a part, share the love that we have for others. And at the same time, God will continue to bless us and will continue to bless you all. So come on down and be a part of the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM.
Amen. So, if you want to contribute to any of our initiatives, you can also donate to our account. Our account is at the First Caribbean International Bank. Our branch is the Carmichael Road branch. The transit number is 09736, and the account number is 201738245. So we encourage you to go into the branch and just say, hi, I want to help however I can. So let me put these funds on the account. But in closing, our theme this year is It Starts With Us. Why is it that it starts with us? Because that's literally the way it begins. I think I look into the community and I see where a need is, and then I go and I do something about it. You look at me and you see that and you say, you know what? I want to be a part of that. I want to help out too. I want to make the world a better place. And so you go ahead and you start, and then someone else takes it forward, and it just keeps growing. So once you begin, it'll follow. So make it start with you. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for an exciting and a very informative show as well, to all the ins and outs of the goings-on of the Kiwanis Club of Nassau AM. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, we were joined by President Makiba Ford, also Director Nikita Bolag, and President-elect Randall Dorset. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure follow them on all the social medias. Make sure that you get in touch with them. Join them in their meetings before they break or when they come back in the brand new year. And, of course, support them in the events and all the initiatives that they have coming up. And so we thank you all for joining us on this edition of The Youth Perspective. And we look forward to having you again real soon. All right. Indeed. So we thank you. Thank you. And so we thank you all for joining us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure, if you're listening in, continue to drive to arrive alive. Have a beautiful night. And thank you so much for locking it into The Youth Perspective with yours truly, Keshagen Jamal. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again next week, Saturday. Have a great evening. Good night.
I'm trying to be great, and I'm on my way. Way up, way up, way up. It's never too late, and I'm on my way.
I'ma leave my mark. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set,
I hope you enjoyed another edition of The Youth Perspective. Stay tuned for more interviews, more in-depth conversation, great music as we seek to encourage, empower, impact, and uplift our youth of this nation. Here on The Youth Perspective, we'll see you next time right here on The Youth Perspective with Keshagen Jamal.